All right, welcome on in everyone to this episode of First CSP, the channel dedicated to bringing you the first council shorter patch issued from each council in Scouting America, both past and present. And today we're going to take a look at Put-Han-Sen Area 449 out of Ohio. This council was originally formed in 1930 as the name change from Hancock County 449 and lasted all the way up until 1991 when it merged with Shawnee 452 to form Black Swamp Area 449. We have kind of a wild ride to take you through the first issues here of Put-Han-Sen. We actually have to display all of the issues this council ever produced, and they had some trouble producing their CSPs. Let's head on over to the patch table and look at the beginnings of this wild story. So the Put-Han-Sen Area Council is a hyphenated title, and the hyphens belong between Put, Han, and Sen. So you can see in the very first patch that was produced, we have an error. They put the hyphen between Sen and area when there needs to be one between Put and Han, and we don't want a hyphen between the Sen and the area. So right out the gate, had a little bit of trouble. They produced a lot of these, so it's not a limited run mistake. You can see the nice scene here. We've got orange border, pale blue sky, dark brown fleur-de-lis, dark brown Put-Han-Sen area with, again, the hyphens between Han, Sen, and area. We are missing a hyphen and we have one in the wrong location. You can see, I guess these are hikers. Scouts going for a hike. They kind of look more like Morlocks from the Time Machine in 1960, but very stark colors here on the first issue for Put-Han-Sen. So this is the S1. Because of the missing hyphen and the noted hyphens here, it's very easy to identify which one is the first issue, the S1. All of these are pretty easy to identify. We're actually going to go all the way through S4, and S3 has two variations. We have all of them to take you through here today. So they started off with the S1. Let's leave that up towards the top. And they said, I'm sorry, manufacturer, we got this wrong. We need the hyphen between Put, Han, and Sen. And they said, okay, we'll put a hyphen everywhere. So the S2 came back. And there is a hyphen now between Put and Han, but they still have a hyphen between Sen and area. So now we got the missing hyphen replaced, but we still have one too many. So this is the S2 with its orange border, pale blue sky, dark brown fleur-de-lis, and the extra hyphen between Sen and area. So they, gave it a good try. Tried to get it done again. So the first one, they listed as producing 3,000. Like, okay, let's get this fixed. They produced the second one, unfortunately also an error, and it had 2,000 in its run. So there's a lot of these out there. They're not rare issues. Pretty easy to come by. I said, okay, well, we kept producing this S2 with the extra hyphen between Sen and area that we don't want. I know. We'll fix those. And so in their attempt to fix those, we get two variants of the S3. See if we can get the focus here. So in the S3A, which I've placed at the top, you can see that the stitching for the blue sky has been disturbed. There was a hyphen there, and it has been plucked out. So this S3A is listed as an error and repaired hyphen plucked. And then you can see it's a little smoother here and looks a little more noticeable in person. This also was repaired hyphen sewn over. So you can see in person there's a little bit of stitching there. And so you can see that both of these, I would have to assume, were continuations of that S2 run where they accidentally put the hyphen between Sen and area, and then they tried to fix it either by plucking it out, or sewing over it a bit. So this would be the S3A, S3B. All of these were made around the same time, so they're going to look pretty similar. They're all plastic backed. They're all using clear lock stitching. It's all pretty similar there. And then finally at the end, they got exactly what they wanted. You can tell the difference in the S3s, both A and B, between that and the corrected, finely appropriate S4, because the color is a bit different on the Ohio. But this is going to be your S4. I guess I'll put the first one and the last one up. So the S4 is when they finally got it right. You can see it looks completely smooth here. There was never an unwanted hyphen there. So here is the S1 at the top, first one they ever made, and then finally when they got it right, the S4. And that is actually all the issues that have ever existed for Put-Han-Sen. Obviously in 1991 it merged out and was gone, was no more. So that is the history of a few mistakes, and persistence and perseverance for the council paid off. They finally got what they wanted with the S4. I hope you guys have enjoyed that kind of historical patch adventure with Put-Han-Sen Area Council. We'll be back again tomorrow with another new episode. Until then, thank you all for stopping in, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.